So, Johnny at first was kind of being a relatively good streamer, but there was a distinctive point at which the night kind of took a turn, right? The night kind of took a turn, and that happened when he went to a restaurant called Egg Slut, which is actually a really good restaurant. It's kind of a good hangover food in Korea. All Westerners like it. Almost all Westerners like it. And you're gonna be able to tell real quick, when a night goes downhill, it kind of starts like this. This is how nights go downhill.
Berto sent $10.
I think we can kind of picking up on the bars of the most important marching, the most popular marching song in World War II. That happened, which by the way by itself has no political content, but certainly Johnny is just playing this because he likes music, right? Certainly he's just playing this because he likes music, right? So there's a lot of stuff that happened, and some of which I don't have in my main compilation. One thing I'm going to talk about, I believe this was in 15 Minutes of Shame in his video, but he had a lot of video of the airsoft gun. So this is not a real weapon. Obviously, guns are illegal in Korea. This is not a real gun. It is probably an airsoft gun, if not just a totally non-functional replica. So it's probably totally non-functional, or a BB gun or airsoft gun or something like that. The interesting thing here with the gun is he was menacing people with it, kind of making threats, etc. with it. And also there's a question of whether or not Hank should even have a gun in the first place, even a replica, because he's guilty of a gun crime in America. So it might actually be the case that Hank really shouldn't even have this in the first place. And menacing people, even with a prank gun, as my good friend Dr. Ulrich Naud wrote on his Substack, in Korea, even using a fake gun for a prank video is technically a crime. So this right here, and by the way, this is also a pretty good thumbnail. Let me just, I'm getting a ton of good thumbnails just from like talking about stuff. Let me just go ahead and do a little snippy here. Okay, that's a good one. All right, that's money. So this is probably a crime. And once again, these are all things that the police can choose or not choose to charge. And also, I want to note that this is the Eastern District. So this is where Hank lives. The Eastern District has been far less aggressive than the Western District in Hongdae and Mapo. They're taking their sweet time. They're being a lot more forgiving than the other districts. So that speaks to the fact that different parts of the city can handle things different. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to charge them with anything ever, but that also might mean they have a different strategy, or they have different prosecutors. They definitely have different prosecutors that may take a different approach to how they deal with these crimes. So understand that districts do things differently, right? His pretending to be MAGA is completely fake. I mean, he does things, he says things of every single political party. In fact, I'll tell you what, he says he's MAGA, but also he says he's George Floyd. And I'm not kidding. They actually went out and called himself George Floyd here. So like, once again, he uses every single political cause to his advantage, right? So he's going to try to say whatever about whatever, right? So once again, I can't make this up. This is his handle in Discord. So this is his like comment in Discord, right? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. People are like, no, he didn't. Yes, he 100% did. This is completely real. So he'll say whatever it is. And once again, you can't believe anything he says. So a lot of times people will say, well, Andrew, he said this, he said X, he said Y. You can't listen to pretty much anything Ramsey says. That's why he's kind of a completely non-credible witness. That's why you can't really take anything he says seriously at all, really. I will say, I was wrong about something. That's right. Look at me. I'm admitting I was wrong. I didn't think he actually had this, but he does have a geolocating watch that tracks his location and that can call the police. He does have this watch is a police watch. So essentially, when he dings it on the side, it calls the police. So this is true. This is true. So the police did give him this. And I do have a little bit of an issue with the police and the way that they are handling him very lightly. I do think the police are being a little bit soft on him in this district, and it could be because it's the Eastern District. Now, people say it's to track him or it's for safety, whatever. But he, during this video, does several prank calls using this watch. So it's not just a smartwatch; it's actually like his tracking device, right? And they can geolocate him with the watch, right? All right. So I was wrong about that. I thought that Hanky Poo was his communicator. Now, to be very clear, Hank does call the police for him and does do that repeatedly. So Hanky Poo is still prime in his life. This is Johnny's big night out. Now he starts his big night out with another man who is not Hank. I know. Here they are, and the one thing that I heard from everybody who was watching him, is that in the beginning of the stream last night, he was being relatively a good boy, but things went downhill quickly. So we'll go and play this.
What do you like better? Teach me. You Korean. Tell me the way.
Maybe Korea.
Somek.
Yeah, so many.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Somek, let's go.
That is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
You know, song police hate me.
Yes, I know.
Let's see what we're gonna do right now.
So, okay, the one thing I'm really curious about here is his voice. So we've all been drunk, right? Well, most of us have. Some children out there, whatever, right? Maybe you haven't. In which case, kids, stay away from alcohol. It dries out your skin and makes you do bad things, makes you do silly things. But most of us that have had alcohol know people when they're drunk. He sounds okay, maybe a bit drunk, but he also, I think, sounds like he's on something else. Like I think, we outed those Still Knocks pills. He sounds like he might be on the pills too. He sounds like it might be like booze plus pills. I think it's a combo. I think it's what we call a polysubstance reaction. We saw this with famous YouTube streamer Nicholas Requeta, who's famously on both booze and the Miami powder, the Colombian marching powder, the booger sugar. You can tell when somebody is kind of mixing because it comes at this weird middle ground, right? And that's what Johnny has here. He has this kind of polysubstance reaction.
Take the gun outside. Stop playing. Take the gun outside and stop. So what? Statue? Oh yeah. Where is
so apparently, and this is one thing, apparently he did threaten to go back to the statue. Now, once again, it's very interesting. There's no charges related to the statue. Everybody's very mad about the statue, but there's actually no charges about the statue at all. It's all other behavior. It's not just the statue. So this is their reaction to what he did as a person, but this is not at all the crime. Like, this is not something that's been charged at all. But he's threatened on the stream. In fact, last night he said he was going to go back to the statue. He was talking about it repeatedly.
Oh yeah. Where is the content at 6:30 in the morning? Tell me.
So he's been up. So he stayed up. Look at how high he is here. This is definitely multiple substances. So he stayed up drinking and possibly doing pills all night. So the sun is up now. It's 6:37 in the morning.
He shouldn't go home. Oh my God. Ask a question. I want to ask you a question. Talk to me. What hood you bang? Come talk to me. No, listen. Relax. Me and wait. Relax. How many? Relax. Come to me, Dad. Come to me.
Sorry, like word warning here. Yeah, and it's just, this is bad. It's once again like you're harassing an elderly person, right?
Chill.
and you're blocking their way. Once again, this is another crime. It's like blocking someone from where they're going. The guy's trying to walk and trying to get around him, and he's constantly moving to block him. Right? It's really shitty behavior. And once again, this is criminal. Like this is a crime right here. Boom. And this is easy to convict him on.
I'll be cool. Your name. I want to talk to you. What's your name? You call me. What's your name?
And then Johnny touched him.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. I'll run your pocket.
That was definitely criminal.
Walk out that bitch.
Bye, Grandpa.
I'm very nice guy. I'm sorry, I'm black. I'm very nice, you know? Okay. I just want to get chicken. I go fast. Don't call the police, bitch. Maybe chicken. I'm sorry. Come some of that. I'm sorry.
It's just bad.
Ooh! This is what the park has here where I live. They have like
near Hank's place.
Beads that they like.
How do you know what those look like, Johnny? How are you so familiar with that, Johnny? Let's continue. If you didn't see the video from yesterday of them holding hands and dancing with interlaced fingers, you're gonna need to go back and watch that.
Like make as like I don't even know how to explain it.
Educational.
Let me talk. Hello, somebody call you? Me, Johnny Somali.
Somali 분 맞으세요?
Huh?
Somali?
Johnny Somali.
Somali 맞아요?
Somali.
They called it. Yeah, he knew. The cop knew right away that it was Johnny Somali. And they were probably there just like watching him and seeing what he's doing and like following him around, right? But they knew immediately. Yes. And what a stupid person. Yes, that is that is exactly what he is. Let's continue here.
Migo?
댁에 가시는 집 언제 가세요, 집에?
And you know English?
네.
No Hanguk.
아.
No Hanguk. Only. It's okay?
So bad.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh yeah. Oh, it's close? Yo, what you talking about? It's close? What time? 8? 8 is close? It's close?
She should stay closed for another hour. She should stay closed for another hour just to keep that guy out of there. Oh God. So bad. Maximus Decimus says the Johnny Somali crash out is legendary. You can't invent this stuff. Like, it's so bad. And I would almost feel sad for him if he wasn't such a horrible human being. If he wasn't such an absolute bottom barrel, like ethically, morally, a person, then yeah, no, you might almost feel bad for like someone who descends into like utter self-degradation. But this is bad. Mr. Meme Thief pretends they're going to get a crane and drop him on one of those statues after the trials. It's going to be bad. Why does he always start screaming?
Oh no, we gotta go.